So Luxury Brand Partners, we are a incubator for artist-driven brands. In its most simple and eloquent form, that's what we're about. We have a philosophy and a belief. We believe that the hairdresser, the artist, the hairdresser, is really at the heart of understanding what the consumer wants, and really is also kind of that barometer for what kind of products should be in the market and what works and what doesn't work. And in my other experiences, sometimes it's difficult in a big organization that has more of a scientific bend to really bring that artistic balance into it. And so I think what we've found with Luxury Brand Partners, we're a bit of the island of misfits, if you will. We've all had different experiences in different parts of the industry, but we've come together under a very consistent passion, which is we believe in the salon channel. We believe in phenomenal brands, great design, amazing education, but we also believe that the artist needs to be part of the brand. And that's really at the heart of what we do. Education is critically important. Great design, great product performance, those are all parts of LBP. So our first brand was the Oribe brand. And we're very proud of what the Oribe brand has been able to create in terms of that luxury kind of high-end marketplace. The first brand, the second brand, and the brand that I got the benefit to launch was R+Co, which stands for Rogue and Company, not Reuben Carranza's organization, as some of the salon owners were joking with me about. But R+Co was a bit different because there's been a lot of artist-driven brands that have come into our marketplace, but there really has never been a collective with three very accomplished, very different hairdressers coming together to collaborate on a super brand. And that's kind of how I describe it. And it's been incredibly important and it's been exciting. And so you have Howard McLaren, who really is his reputation has been cut on education and what he's trained a lot of hairdressers, and he really is the master in terms of education and bringing razor into the market. And then you have Garen, who goes by one name and has more Vogue covers than any hairdresser living or dead, and who really is kind of that he's that Vogue cover editorial hairdresser. And then you have Tom Priano, who I think is the best kept secret of any of them, who is really known for what he's done with men. I tease him that he's Bruce Weber's muse, because Bruce will only use Tom on a lot of his editorial. He's had 10 of the last 12 GQ covers, but Tom also is an amazing lifestyle hairdresser and does amazing women's hair. And so bringing those three together to collaborate on the product was, quite honestly, a PhD class in what's needed. But what's also been really powerful is that these are three veterans who took different aspects of the profession, but they're all so grounded in what's needed today. And what I mean by that is, one of the core pieces of R+Co, tenets of R+Co, has been social media. And that is very now. And so that's what I'm also very proud of, because I think our brand has had from the very beginning, from the artist perspective as well, a very strong kind of point of view that the world has evolved generationally. Hairdressers and consumers are different. They want 24/7 access. If you're a hairdresser and you're a millennial, you probably want to have the ability, if you're up at 2 in the morning, to log into some place and actually get some inspiration or get some technical understanding. If you're a consumer, you're Googling already products, and you're probably pissing off your hairdresser when you're going in. And so we want, instead of trying to fight it or deny it, like I've seen others try to do, it's so refreshing to be with a group of artists that have said, we're going to embrace this, and we're going to push the envelope, and we're going to get uncomfortable. And so that's been exciting as well. I'm fortunate enough to have responsibility for R+Co with my general manager, Elizabeth Lancrer. And then I also now have the men's line, V76, that's headed up by Vaughn and our general manager, David Peterson, who was the co-founder of the Rudy's Barbershop chains. And when he exited that business, we scooped him up, and he's our general manager for V76. And we are significantly ahead in the US in terms of our salon penetration. We've been very careful, because we really want to, while we're not looking to be as exclusive as potentially the Oribe salons because of the price point that Oribe commands. We also do believe that there's a certain aesthetic and there's a certain capability level in terms of the salons that we are in. And so we've had to be very careful, but we are very fortunate that we're getting some really strong salons that really kind of fit the culture and are doing very, very well with the products. We also have been expanding internationally, so we're in officially in four international markets. Italy will launch in November, and we're in 3 additional markets to that where they're kind of seeding the marketplace. We're launching our international artists program with R+Co in November in Milan. So we now have 12 artists from around the world that are editorial and education based in each of the countries where the brand is. And we're doing the first international training, and they're going to do an international photo shoot. So the whole vision behind R+Co, which was this collective that started with Garen, Tom, and Howard, we've always said over time we'll incorporate more hairdressers. With V76, it's same, very exciting. So we are going through a packaging restage, as well as some different tweaks to our business model. What we recognized in our first year with V76 was our formulations for men were out of this world, absolutely award-winning. But what we also recognized, and it was a good recognition, was that while we had designed the brand to really kind of be positioned in the A+ salons and the specialty, Neiman Marcus carries it, or Barney's carries it. What we found is that we had a plethora of salons and barbershops outside of that A channel that really wanted the brand. And so we're doing some things that will make the brand actually much more accessible and actually really play to an aesthetic. Think of a salon that it's doing $25 men's haircuts and above is going to be the target that V76 can play in. And it's really across hair, skin, beard and shave, and body. And there really hasn't been a line that has done that complete grooming story. And so we're really excited about that.